back to the YouTube channel Pro Enzo Vids, and this is my 2023 Grand Final tips and predictions for the big day on Sunday. And we're finally here. We're finally at the biggest stage of the year. It's huge because it's the Grand Final, and obviously it's the best v the best, you'd think. So yeah, we get that on Sunday, and that's the Panthers taking on the Broncos, which is a huge game. Based on the two times that these two sides play against each other this year, the margins have been no more than 10 points, so that says a lot, I think. And I think this is why this game will be hopefully a great Grand Final, one to look out forward to. So I'm keen for it, and I'll be there. I'll be there in attendance as well. So looking forward to going to another Grand Final. Went to the Grand Final last year as well, and the year before in 2020. So yeah, no, another Grand Final for me. I'm attending, so I cannot wait. But this is going to be a huge game. Broncos and Panthers. Wow. You wouldn't have thought Broncos would be there, that's for sure. But as for Penrith, yeah, they're there for a reason, I feel like. And, you know, they're too good to be, not there. So, be a good contest, I reckon. It really will be. But before I do start, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment your tips in the comment section down below. Or who's your prediction for the Grand Final? Are you tipping the Panthers to bring out another premiership, 3 straight comps in a row, or the Broncos to break the premiership drought and win their first comp since 2006? So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. But huge preview coming up here. I'm going to go through my, I guess, key matchups to look out forward to. Clive Churchill medalists, winner prediction first, and anytime try scorers, and then the big one, the tip at the end. So it's going to be a good preview, and yeah, I appreciate everyone's time, taking their time out of the day to watch this video. So enjoy, and here we go. Alright, on to the teams to start the preview here. So obviously for the Panthers, I'll start with first. Fullback Dylan Edwards, the wingers are Sunita Taruva and Brian To'o. The centers are Isaac Tungo and Stephen Crichton. The halves are Jerome Luai and Nathan Cleary. The props are Moses Leota and James Fisher-Harris. The hooker is Mitch Kenny. Back row Scott Sorensen and Liam Martin. And lock and captain Isaiah Yeo. And the bench is Jack Hogger, Lindsay Smith, Spencer Lenu and Luke Garner. And for the Broncos, fullback Reece Walsh. The wingers are Jesse Arthurs and Selwyn Cobbo. The centers are Tony Staggs and Herbie Farnworth. The halves are Ezra Mam and captain Adam Reynolds. The props are Tom Flegler and Payne Haas. Back rowers are Kurt Capel and Jordan Rickey. The lock is Patrick Carrigan. And the bench is Tyson Smoothy, Brendan Piagura, Kobe Hetherington and Kenna Policia. So that's the teams right there. So the Penrith side's always looking very strong. Obviously their backline, picks itself pretty much, but the forward pack's just as better as the backline, it feels like. It's a really class team. I think Edwards needs to have a big game, as well as Cleary and Luai, because I think them three are the main contributors to their attack. Mitch Kenny's good, but don't think he has that sort of drive in attack like Luai, Cleary and Edwards does, but his defence is top-notch, can't deny that. But overall, it's a really tough team, and I think it's a team that, will give anyone well, they've already proven it already, anyone a good challenge, And for the Broncos, their team isn't far off from being like the Panthers team. It's pretty much on the same level, really, on how good they both are. Walsh and a spine of Walsh, Mam, Reynolds and Walters is really similar to Edwards, Luai, Cleary and Kenny, just except that the Panthers spine one more premierships. But in terms of just the fullback, 5'8" and halfback, yeah, it's all very similar, and the hooker positions are just similar as well. Like Mitch Kenny and Billy Walters are okay, but probably show more in defence and attack. So it's hard to believe that one of these two will actually win a comp. It's hard to believe that, but good on them. They got to that stage for a reason, so good on them. But you get what I mean. And the centre battle will be great. Tony Staggs and Herbie Farnworth versus Isaac Tungo and Stephen Crichton. Like, two great attacking centres there for both sides, and defensively they're both pretty good too. So huge battle there. The forward packs are huge as well. Like Flegler and Haas up front brings so much impact, and Capel and Ricky have been consistent all year on the edges, and Patrick Carrigan has improved out of sight. What a player he's turned out to be, so good. And yeah, I think he'll be a captain full-time one day when Reynolds retires. But for right now, him and Yo having a battle in the lock positions, wow, that's huge. That's huge. So both teams, that's how they line up. The key matchup for me for both sides here in positions. So I think where the game has to be won through these two players, and the matchup I'm most excited looking forward to. That's Nathan Cleary versus Adam Reynolds. Like, I don't think there's many others you can really pick. You could pick some, but because they're both halfbacks and because they've both been in this stage many times before, I think it's the reason why it's so big and so anticipated when these two players play against each other. You know, Cleary's obviously won 2 comps and lost the grand final, and he's played for Australia and the Blues, and you know, at 25 years old, he's already achieved a lot. So it's really good, and you know, I think him versus Reynolds is a tough challenge, but Cleary knows how to take it on his own hands. I feel like but you know, you got to remember the Adam Reynolds effect, the Reynolds effect. You know, he's come to Broncos, he's single-handedly changed the whole side. I think there's more. Look, obviously there's more factors to why the Broncos are playing so well, but you've got to think that Reynolds is one of the big reasons why they are so good right now. You know, obviously last year he showed his improvement to that Broncos side. He showed his influence there. Didn't make the finals and choked sadly to make the 8, but this year they've really forgot that choke and really put 2022 behind them, and look at them now in 2023, just fantastic side, and Reynolds is the main conductor in terms of why they're so good this year. But yeah, Cleary versus and Reynolds, you know, that's huge. And also, it's the 2021 Grand Final rematch between the two halfbacks too, so I've got a feeling Reynolds would really want this revenge over the Panthers and Cleary from the 2021 Grand Final. I think this is his time for revenge, and we'll see if it happens. So that's my key matchup, Cleary versus Reynolds, the halfback battle. Okay, on to my first and anytime try scorers for the game. So I'm going to pick a first try scorer and a try scorer anytime as well. So for first try scorer, just got a feeling that Sunil Taruva on that wing will nag one. I just think that he will somehow get over. Scores pretty much every week anyway, but yeah, I got a feeling that this is the week where he'll yet again score one on the right hand side. Everyone said he was a fullback at the start of the year, saying that where's he going to play? He may have to move on because Dylan Edwards is the long term fullback. But turns out Taruva went to the wing with no dramas, and he's playing fantastic footy, and he's been scoring tries week after week. And I feel like he'll score the first one of the game. I believe he's up against Jesse Arthurs. Correct me if I'm wrong in saying that, but I believe he's versing Jesse Arthurs on the right-hand side of the wings battle there. So I can see Sunil Taruva scoring one, and I think he might score the first try too. Just got a weird feeling that that's where the first try will come through, the Panthers and Sunil Taruva. And as for anytime try scorer, I'm going to back Reece Walsh with anytime try scorer. So, you know, obviously it's hard to imagine how Reece Walsh would score through his Penrith defence, because Penrith will not give Walsh much opportunities, I guarantee you that. But I think Walsh, you know, he seems to somehow get involved and seems to be a big contributor to most of the Broncos' tries. You see that. He's the big part of the reason why most of the tries come off Walsh. So I feel like at one stage he will score, might be like for a little dummy, when he's faking the pass and runs through a gap there. Maybe a kick and chase, something like that. I just think anytime during the game, Reece Walsh will pick up a try and he will score. So, and it's hard to imagine a game where the Broncos play well and Walsh doesn't score a try, right? And I'm expecting the Broncos to play well in the grand final. So that's what I'm going with. First try, Sunil Taruva, and anytime Reece Walsh in the Broncos. On to my Clive Churchill Medalist winner for 2023. So this is huge because it's always a very special achievement to get the Clive Churchill Medalist winner. I know Clive Churchill, none of the Churchills will be there presenting the medal this year, so it's a real mystery to see who does hand out the medal. But either way, whoever gets the medal is well deserving, I feel like. But for me, I'm going to go with Scott Sorensen from the Penrith Panthers. I think, Sorensen is a 100% committed player. He's a all-heart player, I should say, and he's always giving 100% every week, I feel like. And his toughness and great attitude cannot be hidden. It can't be forgotten or hidden. I think his work goes a bit unnoticed, I feel like, because you got guys like Liam Martin and guys like Fisher Harris in the forward pack that always stand out every week. But I think Scott Sorensen's work is a bit more unnoticed, and I feel like that's a bit unfair on him. But that's how good the Penrith team is, But I feel like Scott Sorensen's the type of guy that might get a Clive Churchill medal here. I think that it's about time he gets some sort of recognition for his good form, and I think that this is the game where he'll get it. So, not often you see a forward win the Clive Churchill, but I reckon Scott Sorensen will get it this year. I think he will. He scored a try in last year's grand final, and against the Eels. Well, how about he scores another one? Now, on to the very big one now, my final tip for the game, my final prediction for the game, and who I'm tipping to win the grand final. So, Look, everyone, while I guess it'd be good to see a change, and it would be good to see the Broncos get up and get the win somehow. Unfortunately, I am tipping the Panthers to the three-peat. I just think Penrith will be too good, and I think Panthers are a team that, you know, not many can stop, I feel like, and especially in the grand final, I think that's when they play at their absolute best, and I feel like that's when they, know that there's a real reason why they play so well, and they do that every grand final since 2020. They've been doing that. 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. I expect anyway for them to play this well. I think that's why they'll win the comp. I think they are the well-deserving winners to win the comp this year. But same with Broncos. Broncos win, they're well-deserving too. Don't get me wrong, but I think Panthers just have that. They just have that edge, I feel like. The Panthers have that edge, I feel like, in big games. And, obviously it's some of the Broncos' first times, well, some of the players' first time playing grand final for the Broncos, but that doesn't mean anything, though, because, the grand final is obviously a place where anything can happen. But I think with a level-headed player like Cleary and Luai come this game, I think that's the reason why they may be steered to win by them too. And Adam Reynolds is a really calm head too. Like, he knows how to handle this pressure. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. The Panthers have a bit more, for me, and a bit more strength, and I think they are going to be crowned the 2023 NRL Premiers for 3 times in a row, for the first time since Parramatta did it back in the 80s. So there you go. That's my tip there. But what are you tipping? Let me know in the comment section down below, and please be sure to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well if you're new watching right now. I appreciate all the new subscribers recently. My goal is to get to 3,750, so if we can get there, that'd be great. But thank you for watching. Please, again, share this video around to your friends and family, whoever, and enjoy Sunday.